Hey, welcome to the short deck tech we are gonna do about the deck that I'm playing in the Legacy Challenge tonight. We are playing Chaos Elves. I've been feeling kinda inspired of Michael Bonder playing it in the Legacy Premier League lately, and also looking at the metagame, I felt that Natural Order was, like, as much as I think the card wins games on its own more than any other card in a deck, it also is like a huge liability because it gets sided out so much, and yes, it's okay against Grixis control. Like, you actually see me trying to go for Progenitors against them a couple of times. Overall, I'm not too, like... Basically, I hate the card with a passion, which is kind of the idea. And then I played Chaos Elves yesterday, and I got 2 5-0s in a row, and that felt pretty, like, liberating, because every time I play Chaos Elves, I worry much less about, like, these awkward opening hands, and I think if I actually kept track of my mulligans, I also mulligan significantly less when I'm playing Chaos Elves. It's just like, you feel free and you can do your stuff, and you can, like, have these so much better early turns, even though, like, when you're playing against a Chalice deck or red-green lands, you'd rather have Natural Order because it gets Progenitors, which is big. Overall, I like this a lot more. And also, it gives you the extra slots to have Abrupt Decay in the main deck, which also, like, kinda balances your Chalice matchup. Even though you don't have Natural Order anymore. And to me, the most important thing, and I can't value this enough, is it gives you extra sideboard slots. So you get to have an extra sideboard against combo, while also, like, having a really strong plan against Delver, as well as, like, these cards. Even though, like, these are the 3 cards I could see playing something else. And Choke is something, it's a card I keep going back to all the time. It's just, like, it's bad when you draw it later on, but I think in combination with Meekstone, because Meekstone buys you so much time, Choke actually gets more time to shine. Like, sometimes you draw Choke on the 7th turn, and you have, like, 2 Delvers beating down on you, and you can even land Choke, and your opponent sits there with Force of Will, and he's like, I don't even care. But, like, when you go really hard on the Meekstones, that helps out the Choke a lot more. In the main deck, nothing spectacular. We're playing, like, 4 Lano Vibes, basically. I guess if you wanted to, you could play Elfish Mystic, even though it has the wrong frame. But for the rest, it's pretty straightforward. Like, I'm actually not too sure whether I really want the Nissas, but I also haven't played against a lot of Miracles and Grixis Control this weekend. So once they come in, or, like, I start seeing those decks, I'm gonna feel a little bit better about Nissa. But right now, she's just, like, my go-to for, like, the mid to endgame card in Chaos Elves. Some people play Rens Run Packmaster, which I think is okay. It's just, like, I think Rens Run Packmaster is a lot worse against the control decks, whereas, like, against all the mid-range decks, like, also, like, Death and Taxes and stuff, it's a lot better. But here we go. Like, Nissa is still a thing, and I've won a lot of games against control decks by just going, like, every turn Fire Axe you, and they have to deal with the Fire Axe. And eventually, even though they got, like, 10 lands, and you know what, like, Snapcaster Mage into Swords, you just got Lava Axe. Did I call it Fire Axe? I hope I called it Lava Axe. Is there actually a card called Fire Axe? I don't know. But this is what I'm feeling like right now. I think it has a pretty good matchup against Delver. It has a pretty good matchup against Miracles, like, especially with these. Like, this card is so fucking amazing against control decks, and especially against Miracles. I'm not too, like, into this card in general. I already wrote about that on my website when I told you about why I'm not splashing black in Maverick. But when I'm playing against control, I love this card. It's just, I'm not against combo. It's not great, but once you have this kind of amount, I wish I had, like, more hate bears. Like, this card gets a lot better once you, like, start diversifying your thing. Like, when you got counter magic and this card and maybe hate bears, that's a lot better, and a quick kill. But thus far, I don't want to splash an extra color for Flusterstorm, for example, and I could see playing Mindbreak Trap, like, maybe cutting a Thoughtseize or Cover Therapy and playing Mindbreak Trap, or even, like, a Surgical and a discard spell for 2 Mindbreak Traps. Actually, I kind of like that, because Mindbreak Traps can also work against the super fast starts out of Black-Red Reanimator. So yeah, maybe that's a thing you want to do, but for now, this is what we are playing, and I'll see you in the first round. Welcome to the Legacy Challenge. We are playing Elves tonight, actually Chaos Elves, so we are not running Natural Order. And this is our first match. We are gonna keep this. It looks pretty good. Like, I have a feeling our opponent might be on Death and Taxes, which, at least right now, seems to be the most played deck on Magic Online by far. But nevertheless, if it's not Death and Taxes, it's still gonna be a really good hand, unless we're gonna get like killed on the first or second turn or something. I'm going for the Dryad Arbor here because I really want to maximize my mana on the next couple of turns, drawing as many cards as I can. If I was expecting a Chalice deck, I would certainly play the Symbiote first, because then next turn, even if I couldn't remove Chalice somewhere down the road, I could still have the Elvish Visionary engine going on. And my mic is turned on, that's great. Perfect. Oh, my mic is turned on, it's so hot. No. Anyway, so opponent is about to release the planes, I guess. I hope so. I looked them up on MTG Goldfish. Yeah, and there it is. Here we go. Mother of Runes, a new Deathrite Shaman in the format, it feels like. And right here we're just really gonna maximize our mana. I'm gonna play the Cradle because it's gonna make it awkward for him. Like if he wants to Wasteland us, which I'd rather not see because I really wanna maximize the mana, as I already said like 5 times. Oh, this one. We could only like... Yeah, so it would put him in a probably worse position, or like at least a bad position, because then he still has only got 1 mana, and that's pretty bad for him. Okay, so he's certainly not gonna expect one of our 2 Abrupt Decays in the first game, so there's something. Okay, here's the Wasteland. And like okay, I was thinking, okay, maybe he's not even gonna go for the Wasteland, but he is. I guess that's the best case scenario. He's got the Wasteland and the Swords, but then he's still sitting on air while we are drawing a couple of cards a turn. This could help us out eventually. I wonder whether I want to kill the Mom. Like, I could kill the Mom if I attack with Nettle Sentinel, and then... I think I'm actually... Yeah, I don't hate killing the Mom. It sounds so weird, killing the Mom. I'm decaying the Mom. See, it's a much slower process. Oh, actually, it's abrupt decay, so I don't know. Yes, fall into my trap. You think she's... No protection. Having drawn the Reclamation Sage makes me want to do this a little more. I initially was a bit hesitant to do it, but now that I have the out to Chitte or like a Revoker that could hit like an important piece, I'm actually okay doing it this way. Like, funny thing, if he actually gets Revoker next turn, then we can kill it with Reclamation Sage and actually have like some serious beatdown going on. But let's see. Just checking whether my overlay still works. It's been a while since I recorded. I did a lot of Twitch streams, so if you're watching me on YouTube, but not on Twitch, I recently hit affiliate and probably soon partner on YouTube, on Twitch. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. But here's another video. Okay, he's just gonna go after our resources, where we got like our double Isamaru going on. Just getting in every turn. And here I'm gonna play the Cavern, because the encounter ability is like not very important, so I'd rather expose the weaker land, as opposed to Wineswept Teeth, which can grab my last Bayou in the deck, which could be important because we still have 1 Abrupt Decay left. Usually in the first game you don't need black ever since Deathrite Shaman was banned, but when you're playing this Chaos Elves lists, you do. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for the beatdown here. And am I gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna expose Cradle, but... Because if this is the best he can do at 2 mana, then if he Wastelands us next turn, he's gonna stay at 2 mana, and I'm just feeling really good about that. Okay. This is even better. Am I gonna take down the... I think I can actually wait on taking down the shit. Since he can't do, like, instant speed Flicker Wisp without While, I can safely take down the shit the next turn. Yeah. This is just beatdown. Just beatdown, girls and boys. This is how you play Elves. You play the 2-2 for 2, you play the... No, the 2-2 for 1, and the 1-1 for 2, and then you go on the Warpath. 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah, I think I'm gonna draw an extra card. Charge extra cards! When you have Visionary, Elvish Griselbrand, you draw all the extra cards. So, technically I should play Visionary first in case I can actually kill him. Then I wouldn't need to Abrupt Decay. Oh yeah, this is nice. Actually, can I do both? No, I can only... no, I don't have enough black. Maybe I can eventually do more. Let's see. Oh, I should have gotten the basic land, actually. Anyway. Here comes Nissa. Nissa, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Drawing the cards. Everyone loves Nissa. Nissa. Soon she will come. Taking out cheetah. And just running my dudes in. Oh, already our opponent already conceded. That's fine. So here we go. So how are we gonna sideboard? I like Abrupt Decay in the matchup. And then since we got nothing else, but actually have some cards you want to take out, I think in the past I actually ended up bringing in a Thoughtseize when I took out both Nissas. Nissa isn't like horrible. Like, she's actually okay. This is just something I'm trying out. The main reason I'm not convinced of the Thoughtseize is because it needs me to fetch black mana or produce black mana, preferably early on, and that's always like, because they can deny your mana and like Sword to Plowshares your creatures. I'd rather not do that. In the mid to late game, Thoughtseize isn't great, but Nissa is. But like, usually in the mid to late game, you're already quite far ahead with Elves, or you're losing anyway. But yeah, I could see making a case for both cards. Right now, this is Magic Online, and this is what I want to try out. So, if I had Needle, I would certainly bring in Needle because it shuts off Mom, which enables Abrupt Decay in a lot of spots. It can also shut off Wild when it's like critical, or even Wasteland, sometimes Chitter. Even though Chitter is like scary because they can flicker without the Vial and then get in with Chitter and wreak havoc on your board. But yeah, let's see. Ooze also isn't great, but it's still a creature. Maybe I could actually see taking out Ooze for a Nissa. I wouldn't hate it. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go for that. Oh boy. Or I don't. I mean, both cards aren't really like great in the matchup anyway. Ooze is more like, yeah, it sits there and it progresses a Glimpse Chain. Tunduslav. This looks like some Tezzeret guy. Oh no, Mirko Wosk, Mind Drinker. He looks pretty lean for a guy who drinks a lot of minds. Maybe he drinks the wrong minds. The wrong kind of mind. He's like a reverse zombie. He doesn't eat it, he drinks it. That's not even a reverse zombie. No. Gonna keep this. It has a lot of potential for Glimpse to be great, so I think I'm gonna... Actually, depends. If opponent goes like land, go... Like, I actually want him to play a While or a Mother here. Now I'm not sure whether I wanna go. I think... I mean, he's probably gonna take out whatever I get on the first turn anyway. Yeah, I think I still have to do it, because the upside is just too big. If I draw another Elf on the next turn, and the Dry Double gets to stick around, it's gonna be a really good Glimpse. Okay, so he kept 7. Yeah, he kept 7, so he must have something okay. I mean, it's Death in Texas, and against Elves, usually your hand is okay when you feel like, oh, it's a relatively good hand for the matchup, by the way. Then, overall, it's probably just okay. Okay, let's just get a couple of dudes. So I could play the Visionary, which draws me 2 cards, or I could play the Llanowar Elf and hope to... Nah, even if I play the Llanowar Elf and find another Elf, unless it's Birchler Rangers. And even Birchler Rangers doesn't progress us here, so I think it's bad to play the Visionary, because I can bounce it next turn. Jesus, that's a lot of lands. Okay, that's annoying. Because we don't really have a good plan right now, except for like relying on our draw step, which is pretty much all I do with Elves anyway. Oh, and he has to go for this awkward thing? Okay, so I guess he doesn't have extra lands, or maybe like the third third Caracas. So I'm not sure. Like, if I find Quirion Ranger on this draw, then I can still untap the Dry Double on my turn and then bounce it on his turn if I find Quirion Ranger here. I actually found Quirion Ranger. So let's see. So the fact that we believe him not to have an extra land unless he finds another land in his next turn, he can't actually take out the Quirine Ranger and equip the Chitter. So I think this is actually okay to go like this, but I really have to untap the Dryad Arbor on my turn and replay the forest then. If I can. It's like my third turn. Yeah, I should have another land drop. And then when it's our turn, we can Rex Sage his Chitter and hopefully trade in our 7 lands for something useful. Or 6 lands. Llanowar Elves. Yes, comes down. Get monetized, Julian. No? Okay. Like, we got 3 fetch lands, and we can... there's only like 2 lands left in the deck that we could even fetch up. Sometimes you can like pretend that you could pay for a Daze or a Spell Pierce by having additional lands, fetch lands on the board that can't actually fetch anything. And then that works, but it usually doesn't. Okay, this is... Containment Priest is awkward because it makes it so that we can't replay the Dryad Arbor, but at least... Oh, he found the land, so if he has swords, he can get in with Chitter and like actually take out our entire board. Okay, Avenger. Avenger makes it so that... But I guess he still needs to find another land next turn. If he wants to equip a Chitter. Chiquip, as Derek Phillips once famously said. Getting the Chiquip. So, what's... No Senate, please. Oh. Okay. It's interesting he doesn't do it on draw step. If he did it on draw step and we had drawn the extra forest, that would have been better for him. This is not great. I think I'm gonna run out this, because at least it gives him something to think about, like maybe we do have Abrupt Decay in hand. And I'm not gonna run out the Nettle Sentinel since we don't have Natural Order, so there's no need to like have some kind of serious board presence in case we draw Natural Order. But if we have Glimpse, then I'd rather have the Nettle Sentinel in hand. Oh, he doesn't... Oh yeah, he can't go for Chitter, apparently. I wish Reclamation Sage had Flash. Would it be like too broken if it had Flash? Okay, we can draw extra cards. I wonder, like next turn he's gonna equip Chitter and get in with it. I wonder whether he's gonna kill Llanowar Elves and Dryad Arbor or Visionary, but I think we just have to do this way. Even though it's not great, because I want to get the extra draws. Like, this gives us at least 2 extra draws. Whereas if he killed Visionary next turn, and then we have the Symbiote, then it doesn't really do anything, which would be sad. I'm gonna run out this, because the other fetch lands actually can't get anything more than, like, just the Bayou I can get here. And I don't want to expose this Bayou. And for the rest... This is Vigilance, right? Yeah, so there's no point in running out the Nettle Sentinel. So we're just like an Abrupt Decay away from winning this game, of which we run 3 of. Let's just find them. What else could we find? We could find Kraterhoof, we could find a new Symbiote to go with our Visionary. we could find the Nissa that we left in the sideboard. Yeah, so I guess he's gonna take out the Symbiote and the Llanowar Elves. Since Llanowar Elves is significantly better here than Dryad Arbor, especially because of the Containment Priest. Or maybe he makes a mistake. Maybe he goes for Visionary first. I mean, it's not likely, but it has happened in the past. Not against this guy, but like in general. Okay, he saw the line, and we see the line. And next turn we're gonna free the world from this annoying Chitte. Unisawa's Chitte. Chitte. Is there a single card in Magic that has so many different alleged pronunciations than Chitte? I asked a Japanese friend of mine who actually had to ask his German friend who studied Japanese how to pronounce Chitte, and he said it's like Chitte. But yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue for like Westerners, I would think. I think I'm gonna get the Bayou. Because it maximizes our Gaia's Cradle. Huh. Should we, like, we still can't race because this is like a 3-3. It's annoying, it's too big. I think I'm gonna run out the Quarian Ranger because it protects the Bayou. And since I have that, I'm also gonna run out the extra Bayou. Just like in case we draw a very weird sequence of cards that leads us to wanting to have as many mana as possible. Oh, there it goes. Actually, what's the singular of mana? Like, what's the single unit you count mana on? Because you say, like, having much mana, but I want to talk about, like, the single mana points. So I can use, like, many. I want to have as many mana units. Mana, I don't know, kilograms of mana, liters of mana. Is mana, like, fluid, or is it, like, what is it? Oh, Flicker Wisp. Da can I... Oh, this is not gonna make it. This is not gonna work the way the guy wants it to. Oops, there it goes. And we find. Oh wow. I think we can kill him here. I have to double check, but I think we can kill him here. Oh yeah, we can we're gonna like totally destroy him here. Opponent just found out how Containment Priest works. I guess you always have to like make some mistakes in order to never make them again. I made so many stupid mistakes in Magic Online over the years, and I'm happy I'm not gonna make them again. This opponent certainly is gonna make this mistake again, so basically in a way he leveled up. He got like a lot better than he used to be before this match, so even though he's gonna lose, it's still something like, hey, I got better and this is what I'm here for in the first place. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and we will see each other again in round 2.